but we're getting that humidity coming in because of monsoon. Heat and humidity, not something you want to be sort of in, especially indoors, where you're supposed to be escaping the heat. Let's take a look right now at some pretty good rain showers still happening in Roswell. I'm happy to say that the bulk of the storm activity has moved on. It came in from the west. It just absolutely blanketed the city. It swept across, and now you can see that there is some street ponding, but got to be super careful because from yesterday's flooding, the soils are still saturated. So this is going to be one of the many ongoing things that we're watching as monsoon gets underway, especially as we head toward tomorrow. Right now, storms are moving into areas like northern Lee County. We also have some rain moving past Roswell. We might be getting another wave. So keep in mind that this flash flood warning actually exists until about 8:15, and depending on what happens on those following storms, it may be reissued. What we're seeing right here is a 1-2 punch. We have flash flood warning for Santa Rosa. Then you can see that this storm is moving severe, and that means it's mostly hail and some wind. But look at that path that it's taking. It's not moving very quickly, and this is giving me concerns not just for flooding in Santa Rosa, but also some flooding along I-40, not to mention the risk of hail. It's often with storms like this that we get that hail that looks like it snowed, a couple of feet. Well, that's something that we're going to be watching as well as we get into the rest of the work week. It is quiet for now here in central New Mexico, but there is enough juice in the atmosphere that we're really going to get going as soon as tomorrow morning. Now, Futurecast says through about 7 o'clock tonight, still that risk of flooding remains in Roswell. You can see that it may hold through about 10 o'clock. And then everything starts to change for areas like Ruidoso by early tomorrow morning, and this could be one of these situations to where anywhere in this red zone, there could be major flooding, even catastrophic flooding in terms of burn scars, but also some low-lying areas. So we're going to be watching that even for some parts of the East Mountains tomorrow. Major flood threat. This is going to be the look of the flood watch across most of central and eastern New Mexico. This does include Santa Fe and Albuquerque. And it's really going to be a tough day tomorrow. There's no two ways around it. There is the possibility of ongoing flooding across most of the burn scars, including Ruidoso and also Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon burn scar. It may be a repeat on Wednesday and also again on Thursday, but we will start to get some drier air moving in by Thursday. This is a conservative estimate of what I'm expecting. Almost 2 inches of rain between pretty much now and Wednesday for areas like Ruidoso, maybe up to an inch in Santa Fe and the metro, but it's really going to be central and eastern parts of the state that will see the greatest risk for flooding, and eventually that could include river flooding. We've seen it happen before with the Pecos River, and certainly we do not want to see that happening again. So as we start looking for the rest of the work week, we're going to be really struggling across southern New Mexico in terms of the new burn scars. Every single day we're going to be letting you know ahead of the storm, but through Friday I'm expecting things to really dry out. Temperatures, not a problem. It's going to be the flood potential all across southern New Mexico. Just consider yourself in the danger zone. Roswell, Silver City, it's going to remain that way at least through the middle and end of next week. Northeast, active. The Northwest, not as active, but still there's going to be enough moisture in the atmosphere. We could get a few storms in Farmington, but yeah, flooding is going to be a major concern for Las Vegas. Same for almost all areas of the North Mountains. That goes for Santa Fe, where we could get some urban flooding going on each afternoon, and some of that could be washing out into arroyos and really filling them up. For tomorrow, the risk is also going to be flooding for the East Mountains, urban flooding for Belen, Los Lunas, Bosque Farms. Any area within the city is going to be subject to some urban flooding tomorrow night through Wednesday morning. So I'm issuing a forewarn alert for flooding within the city of Albuquerque tomorrow.